Morning, student. Here we are going to discuss about the programming language. As you know that languages are very important to communicate and to share the information. Similarly, when we want to communicate with computer, then also we require a language. These languages are called programming language. Some programming languages are Logo, Basic, C, C++, etc. In our previous classes, we have learned some languages as machine language, assembly language, low level language, and high level language. But according to the programming, we can divide the programming language into two parts. First one, procedure oriented programming, and the second one is object oriented programming. I will explain you now procedure oriented programming. As the name is sufficient to explain it, this type of programming are depend on the procedure. In this programming, a procedure will explain to the user what to do and how to do. In this, we will follow the procedure to complete any task. But in object-oriented programming, we know only what to do. The user should not be worried about how to do. In this, we will use an object to complete any task. It is easy than the procedure oriented programming. As object oriented programming are totally depend on object. So first of all, we should know what is an object. Object. We can say in this universe, everything is an object. Everything. The thing which you can see, which you can feel, which you can touch are called an object. So we can say anything which is visible and tangible can be considered as an object. But according to the computer, we can say an entity that has state and behavior is known as an object. Example, chair, pen, car. These all are example of an object. Object can be physical, means you can touch them, or it can be a logical, means you can see but you cannot touch. Example, banking system. You can see the banking system but you can't touch them. Similarly, an object is also called an instance of a class. Instance means we can say a sample of a class because every object will represent a class. Example, animal. Animal is a class. It means whenever we are seeing any animals, just like a cat, dog, horse, so we will consider it as a object of animal class. So object is clear. Now object has three characteristics. Every object has three characteristics. First one is state. Second, behavior. Third, identity. State. It is represented by attributes of an object. It also reflects the properties of an object. Means state will tell you which properties are there in an object. Behavior. Behavior means function, work the done by the object. That is called a behavior. Identity. Identity means how you will recognize the object. You can recognize the object with the help of the name, with the help of color. These are called identity. Example, dog. Dog is an object of animal class and its identity, name of dog. Its state or attribute, age, color, breed. Behavior, bark, sleep, eat. Now, now we should be understand what is a class. In a normal language, we can say class is a group of object, group of similar object we can say. It is a collection of similar objects that share a common behavior. A class is also called a blueprint or template to create objects of that class. Example, whenever you want to construct your house, first of all, you will take a blueprint. In this way, we have to be construct our house. Then you will be able to construct your house in a proper way. So a class is a blueprint also. And a class is also called an object factory because objects can be created with the help of class. It means class having all things which we require to create an object. That's why class is called an object factory. Example, if I'll take one example, a class is teacher. So its variables are name, subjects, and its function will be a teaching, taking tests, etc. Now we will discuss about properties of object-oriented programming. There are four types of properties which are the necessary for the object-oriented programming. First one, abstraction. Second one, encapsulation. Third one, inheritance. And the fourth one, polymorphism. These we will explain you in the next video when I will send you. But we should discuss some important question from this session. The first one, what is the difference in between object-oriented programming and procedure-oriented programming? Second one, define class and object. And why class is an object for factory. Define state and behavior of an object with example. Define object is an instance of class. So thank you friends. I will send you a next video as early as possible. Thank you.